Hello students, today we will discuss about what is the need or why we have to design a work breakdown structure. What is the need of that? We will try to understand. So before going to the need or help of this work breakdown structure, briefly I will introduce you what is a project breakdown structure. So here I have one example I will take. Just a minute. Okay, I will take this as an example. You see here the project work breakdown structure will have a breakdown of work. So your project, it is divided into number of phases, then whatever the deliverables are there, that is given, and these are given as a work packages: work package 1, work package 2, work package 3. So what is work package, we will be discussing in the next topics. What is a work package? Now here, see, by dividing it into number of work breakdown structure, what is a help or how it will be helpful, we will discuss. Okay, now here you see the effective planning can be divided into dividing the work into manageable elements that can be planned, budgeted and controlled. Okay, so simply by discussing about the topics we cannot get it clear. So what I will do is I will just go through one example. Here this is work breakdown structure for the project. Here you see, by effectively dividing the work into manageable elements which can be planned, budgeted and controlled. Yes, what do you mean by that? So we will just discuss that. See, this is the work breakdown structure of the project. So you can plan how we here appoint what is the initiation. Okay, suppose if you want to start a project, what is the initiation? You need to appoint a project manager and a project team. That is the initiation, correct? Then define the project goals. Actually the project manager will do. So that is what is the next phase. Then get a customer to buy. So you have to identify the customer who will buy the product, and then access the feasibility. Feasibility means what is the possibility that you do it in a feasibility report. Next is planning. What is the risk? Then you need to create a schedule and task plan, set up a budget, establish a communication phases. These are all, actually when you design the project, you have to go through all these phases. You divide it into a sub project. Okay, similarly if you take one software project. Okay, so along with this explanation I will take examples also, so that it will be clear for you to understand exactly how it is going, right? So I will take this one now. Here you see, this is a software project. Here first staffs are trained. So how these are trained? You see here, super users are trained. Super users train against agents. Then training procedure. Specify the skill sets, identify the super users. Means you specify the skills and you identify who can work on the project. Similarly, training prepared. Venue is booked and materials are prepared. So these are coming into the first phase. Then configuration is completed. Then you just go for software initiation, firewall settings, IT installation. So this is how actually the breakdown structure defines what has to be done in the form of pictures. So this is helping us for into managing the elements, planning, budgeting and controlling. So assignment of the responsibility for work elements to the project personnel, outside agency. So this is the second help. So here by assigning the responsibility for work elements. So here we are going to discuss, or in the future topics we are going to discuss about work packages. What is work packages? And you divide that particular project into number of work packages and you assign it to the project personnels. You just assign it to the group. Sometime you are assigning it to the outside agencies. As I said, suppose if you are taking a marriage contract, you are assigning the decoration to a person who is from outside the group. So this is how it is done. Then next is development of the control and information system. So you can do it in different phases, so that you will have, or a stakeholder or a project manager will have a clear view what things are going on and how it is conducted and what are changes has to be done during the progress of the project. This is how the work breakdown structure helps. Now let us discuss briefly about some more points about the work breakdown structure. It is useful for team development tool. So to develop your team or a project team and how to assign the work, this work breakdown structure will be helpful. This is also helping in documentation and detailed planning. Then suppose if you want to do the documentation part, it is helping. Next is useful for estimation of time and cost. So you can just plan what will be the required time to conduct this. The Gantt chart will be more suitable for this. Each item in the work breakdown structure is assigned a unique identifier called as a code or a account. So such as the team managers, the team headings will be given, each individual. So each will be given in a code or a account. Item at the lower level is called as a work packages. Yes. What is work package we will be discussing in detail, so I don't want to go into this one. Then planning packages are located between work packages and control accounts. So planning packages are between work packages and control account. Control account is the last part. It is not time based. Work breakdown structure is not time based like Gantt chart. It's simply the structure, how you are going to use your resources. Work that is, it is a work that is not the part of work breakdown structure, is outside the scope of the project. That means whatever is the which comes in the scope of the project, it should be part of our work breakdown structure. It forms the scope baseline. Rules of thumb 8 then 80 hours. So implies that in general effect estimation of work packages to be approximately between 8 to 80 hours. Means when you define the work package, it should be within the range of 8 to 80 hours. Means when you define, when you assign a work to individual or to the group, it should be between 8 to 80 hours. So managing the timing is done with this one. So that particular work which is achievable within the 8 hours or 80 hours, it should be included in the work breakdown structure as a work package. Helps to provide a better communication between project team, stakeholders, and clarifies the responsibilities. This is one of the very key factors. It is very much helpful to explain the processes and how it is conducted by the project team to the stakeholders. Okay. Cannot define risks. Yeah, here in the work breakdown structure we are not defining any risks. Only the work what has to be conducted or achieved, that is defined here. And cannot build the project work. So these are some of the things about the work breakdown structure. And thank you for watching this.